Well, Emma, this is a very unpredictable cyclone, and of course New South Wales residents are not normally au fait with cyclones. The last cyclone that we had in New South Wales was Tropical Cyclone Nancy in 1990. So whilst in New South Wales we do have storms and flooding, we haven't had a cyclone for a significant amount of time. So what we're asking our communities to do is to be very alert, to look up on our New South Wales SES website and the Bureau of Meteorology for all the warnings. And to give you an idea of the impact of this cyclone, whilst we say that the eye is going to cross between Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast, we will expect to see the impacts of this storm, so the tail end of the storm from Grafton all the way up to the border of Queensland. We will be expecting very high winds, potentially up to 120 kilometres per hour. There will be coastal erosion, there will be damaging surf and very high tides, and there will be significant amount of rainfall, not just during the storm, but in particular the days after the storm. So we need people to stay alert. We need them to have a plan. If you are feeling unsafe now and you're in the impacted areas, we're really urging people to leave now and stay with family and friends. We will have evacuation centres opening up across the Northern Rivers area from 4 o'clock this afternoon, but really encourage people, check on your neighbours, and if you can, go and stay with family and friends outside of the impacted areas.
What does this look like for SES in terms of number of crews and volunteers that you have mobilised in the area? Have you brought others up from other parts of New South Wales? How exactly are you planning for this?
Well, this system has been a very slow-moving system. That has been the only benefit of the system, which has allowed us to plan well in advance. So we've been planning for this system to potentially impact New South Wales for well over 10 days now. This has allowed us to have very good plans in place to pre-position our staff and our volunteers, and importantly our assets, so extra boats, high clearance vehicles, communication cells, all sorts of things that we know that the community will probably need after the impacts of Tropical Cyclone Alfred are felt. So in that area, in the Northern Rivers area, we have about 1,000 volunteers that are already out there working. We have moved more volunteers up there, and we're so grateful for the amazing dedicated volunteers that we have in New South Wales. We've also moved around 40 staff up to that area as well. We have also pre-positioned people up the coastline as well, so depending on where the storm actually impacts, we may need to see resources in other parts of New South Wales.